MTN has started mobile money since 2009 in Ghana, Uganda, Ivory Coast, and most recently we launched in Nigeria, we launched in Rwanda, and we are preparing our launch in South Africa and in Middle East as well. We are close to 9 million customers, and among these 9 million customers, 15% of them are active. So the level of activity depends really on the countries. From Uganda, where we have like between 30 and 40% active customers, where in Bissau we have very low active customers activity. The operations in Eastern Africa are working better when it comes to mobile money. For me, the reason is that they have the culture. M-Pesa worked very well in Kenya, which is close to Uganda, close to Rwanda, and we pushed the right service when we launched the mobile money, and we focus on it. And fortunately for us, the right service was money transfer. In Western African countries, it is more difficult when it comes to uptake and usage of mobile money. And the reason for me is that we didn't push the right service in our operation in Western Africa. So when we launched in Uganda, we thought that mobile money would work the same and the success would be the same in Western African countries. And we realized that it was not the case. And we pushed money transfer everywhere, where now we understand that it's not the service which will push mobile money. When they first receive the money, they just go and do cash out. So we are working on an education process for them to tell to them that you see, you will buy airtime, you need to buy airtime, you can do it from mobile money. You will pay school fees for children, you can do it for your mobile money. You will pay your electricity bill, your water bill, you can do it from mobile money. So that at the end of the day, the guy who receives payment of his salary from mobile money, maybe he will need only to cash out 10%. And it is why it is very important to develop the ecosystem. And you know, in Ivory Coast, 1 year ago we had only 0.5% active customers. And end of October, we are around 12.5% active customers. So, and we increased as well the number of customers. So that means that we have made real efforts to push the right service and to do local activation. And something I did not mention is that since 1 year now, we have outsourced our distribution management to one specialized company, which is Top Image, which works for M-Pesa, and we have seen that we have a very good process when it comes to activation, to customer registration, because now the merchant, when they register a customer, they explain to him the service, and now new customers, 60% among new customers are active customers. It is a bank-lead model, but the roles between bank and telco are very well defined. For example, if I take the example of the partnership we have with SGBC in Ivory Coast, the bank is dealing with regulatory issues, with anti-money laundering, with to be sure that everything we are doing is aligned with the requirement from the bank, central bank, and MTN is addressing the market when it comes to marketing, to campaigns, to agents, network recruitment, animation, field activation, and everything. So that means that it is not regulation is not a barrier. And where we have a little problem is that banks, they have not understood yet importance of mobile money. So the vision for mobile money for MTN is simple. We want and we need to have 5% of our global revenues coming from financial services in 2015. We have 22 operations where we are operating, and our target is to launch mobile money in all our operations. But now we understand that it is very important not to be in a hurry to launch, but it is important to launch with the right service, with the right ecosystem, so that it will be more preparation now before we launch in one operation.